guys. This is kind of a weird video, but I just wanted to make it because I don't really have much photography stuff going on right now, and I kind of wanted to talk about my experience buying through a third-party website. So should be in the title, but I recently picked up a Apple Watch Series 7 in like the dark green color. Not that that really matters, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about my experience with purchasing from them and show you kind of pros and cons about it. I'll go over like what I paid versus what I was kind of like valued at, and go over their customer service because unfortunately I had to use it a little bit. But yeah, we'll just go over a couple things with it. Overall, the watch is great. Like, it runs well. I haven't had any issues with it. And coming from a Series 3, which stopped being supported forever ago, I should have probably another 2 years of support out of this guy. But it's kind of the perfect size. I couldn't really see myself going any bigger. I got the 41 millimeter size. I got kind of tiny wrists, so I don't want to have anything too bulky by getting the 45. Also, I didn't really need it. But I mean, battery life is significantly better. Screen, I love the always on display. That's why I love it from like iPhones and all that stuff. Yeah. The only bad things that I did have from picking it up from a third-party seller is that I had gone out of my way to buy an excellent quality one, and then it came in and it wasn't. It had like the excellent that they have on there for Apple Watches in particular is that it has minor scratches on the body, like almost non-recognizable scratches on the body, and then the screen is completely flawless. Not what I got. I picked it up and immediately knew that it wasn't excellent. It's got some pretty major scratches. I'll try to put some photos up kind of around the screen so you can see it a little bit better, because you can't really see it in video, which is why it doesn't really matter to me. It was gonna get scratched anyways. Like, I'm not gentle with my stuff outside of my phone. My phone's always in a case. I've never had an issue with phones. I don't feel like I've ever cracked a phone by any means, because I buy one and then I immediately put it in a case and it's fine. This I expected to get some scratches, rub up against something, not a big deal. But when I pay more to have non-noticeable scratches and a clean screen, I wanted that. I didn't care that I didn't get that as long as I got the money back for what I paid for it. So I had to message them, and in the time frame from when I had purchased it versus now, it has gotten more expensive. So I purchased it at $150, and the fair, which is what I feel like this was at, look-wise, again, you'll see on screen how it's got like the crack on the bottom of the screen, some pretty deep scratches on the sides and the bottom, and then kind of like these little micro scratches on the top of the screen, where it's kind of like almost like pinholes, kind of. That seemed to me to be more fair quality than excellent. So I had to go through them. Luckily, they got me about $20 back, which would have been about what the fair was. So I paid like $154, ended up at $134, and that was about what fair was at that time. Now it's in like the $170 to like $140 range. Doesn't really bother me too much, just as long as I got some of that back. So I mean, customer service is great. I just really didn't want to use it. Like, I didn't want to have to use it, but kind of go with what you get, unfortunately. But I mean, outside of that, really great quality. Outside of the scratches and all that jazz, like the battery is great. The device works for what it's meant to be used for. I didn't want to go really anything higher than a Series 7 because it's kind of getting pricier at that point, and at that rate, I might as well just buy a new one because they were only like $150 less than what a new Series 10 would have cost. So it wasn't really worth my value there. I've been thinking about picking up a MacBook from them, but honestly, at this rate, I know Apple's gonna announce the M5 MacBooks towards the end of this year, so they'll probably come out in March. I might as well just wait and pick one up in March and get the nice new M5 MacBook whenever it comes out, and I'll probably make a video on that doing like unboxing and stuff because I want to get more in depth with photo editing stuff. But yeah, I mean, good outside of the bad. I did a mock unboxing a few minutes ago because in the other one I hadn't ate much that day, so like my hands were like insanely shaky and it looked really bad. So he got like a fake unboxing. But everything that this had involved in it, I mean, I literally opened it yesterday and then went to sleep. So everything that it looked like in the mock unboxing is practically what it looked like. On top of that, I was supposed to have a solo band, which was going to get tossed anyways, because it's the one that you pre-measure, and then you send that information to Apple, and then they make one that's literally just the size of your wrist. But instead, I got like a different one, which was fine, because I repurposed it, took off my Series 3, gave that to my dad, and now he's using that. But yeah, I'm excited to have a newer watch, especially coming from the Series 3 that's so insanely old at this point. I'm jumping up 4 series at this point, and it'll be nice to have for a couple years, and then maybe I'll look into buying from them again in a couple years when this one isn't supported anymore and buying a different one, or maybe just buying new. It really just depends. But I didn't really feel like spending $400 or $500 on an Apple Watch when I had one that was working. Then I could just buy a cheaper one and have a cool color. Like, I don't see them doing green anymore. I like, it's very subtle green, but I tend to wear a lot of green, so it'll kind of match with some stuff. But I was mainly in it for the better sensors, athletic stuff, and a better battery percentage, lasts longer, and faster charging, and always on display, because I went from wearing analog watches that I could always just twist up and look real quick to wearing a smartwatch, and I still don't know how much I love it yet. I'm gonna continue wearing it because obviously I just bought it, but I do kind of miss having an analog, so maybe when I dress up a little bit, I'll wear an analog watch instead of my Apple Watch. I'll leave the links to the website that I use down below. Back Market, if you want to sponsor me and my 10 subscriber YouTube channel, can if you like. I'll take a MacBook. If you want to send me one, I'll do another video on it. Wink, wink, I can be bought. But yeah, it's a cool experience. I don't see a lot. Like, I think Austin Evans did a video on Back Market stuff. And obviously, reviews were great. I think I was just kind of a freak accident where I got the wrong condition, which didn't bother me, especially because they recognized that it was wrong. They gave me a percentage off, and they refunded me some of it, which is perfectly fine. Because I definitely didn't want to send it back and then have to wait forever again, and then get my watch in the excellent quality. Because I didn't care. It was going to end up like this at some point anyways. might as well have a nice watch when I was supposed to get it rather than after. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Trying to keep it a little bit shorter. Hopefully more photography stuff here soon. Again, back market, want to send me a camera, I can review it. DMs are open. Socials will be in my description. I'm very active on TikTok currently, more than I was before, so I'll leave that down below too if you guys want to check out my TikTok stuff. Yeah, hope you guys have a good day.